welcome to Beer Mail episode number 9 of
Brutal Battle.
So, as you know, because we had last week the Beer Mail episode number 8, and it was Kyle Norman beers, we told you there was another Kyle Norman one. So this is the conclusion of the Kyle Norman beers, and I don't know when we're going to be doing another Beer Mail episode after this.
Because we can't, we're social distancing.
Right, so, I mean, rest assured, people, we have enough beer in our house to continue to make episodes.
Unless we get an actual, beer, in the mail episode.
Right, yes.
And
that's the other thing.
Have all been, given to us in person.
Right. And that's the other thing, though. If we get into a pinch, we have other ways we can get more beer, and we'll do that. But for now, I mean, this is a great opportunity to working that cellar down.
Yeah, so we're going to see a lot more cellar dives. Yeah,
we're going to do more cellar dives. We obviously have more brewery beers for the Brewery Society's episodes. I have beers for 2 verticals we could do, or semi-verticals, and I have beers for one more variants episode. Actually, we have another variants episode coming out not too long after this. We already recorded it when we're recording this, so it's coming, and that's a really good variants episode. Yeah. It's an excellent one. So, all right, so let's get into these beers. And like we said in the last episode, two of the beers were given to us by Kyle Norman and Kelly Norman when we were in Pittsburgh. And shout out to Olivia Norman, by the way, the youngest Norman. She was not there, but
she's not old enough to drink yet.
Right. So we got 2 of the beers from them in Pittsburgh, and the other 2 we pulled out of the cellar, and they were given to us by Kyle Norman some time ago. Don't remember when, but they're cellarable.
So this is kind of half cellar dive, half beer mouth, almost.
Basically. So let's start with a beer from the brewery that we weren't that happy about in the last Beer Mail, because we got another one. This is by Foam Brewers out of Burlington, Vermont. It is Together or Alone, and it is a double IPA. I'm assuming it is a hazy double IPA because, that's what the last one was. So I'm just assuming here. 16-ounce can. And we're doing this one first because I want to make sure palates are fresh, so we give them the best opportunity possible, since we weren't big fans of their last one. So, and I will let you know that this beer is only about a little over 2 months in the can. So, I don't know. Who knows what it's going to be like. Usually hazy beers aren't that shelf stable, but it's been cold the whole time for those 2 months, so, does it look like a hazy beer?
Yep.
It doesn't look as hazy as a bunch of hazy beers. It's not like that juice, brah.
I think it's pretty...
It's relatively hazy, though. It's very yellow in color.
It's very yellow.
And it's got a nice kind of head just hanging out on it. So.
It smells good.
Yeah, actually, it smells very nice. You're right there.
I'm sniffing too hard.
I got a little mango in there.
Yeah, I'm getting some pine.
Yeah, some pine, which for me, mango, I know I've talked about, it's kind of like a tropical citrus mixed with a pine.
Yeah. So
yes, I am getting a pine in addition, but a pine and a mango.
Yeah, agreed.
A little bit of orange to it as well. A little grapefruit. It smells good. This is a nice nose.
You need a little pineapple.
Yes. I could see a very, very slight pineapple in there. That smells good.
Yeah.
It smells fruity, citrusy, tropically. Maybe a little passion fruit, too, actually. It's kind of nice smelling.
It's decent.
It's really bitter, though.
Yeah, it is bitter. Also, I feel like all, hazy beers give this, coat your mouth in a weird way.
They taste starchy.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, this one, yeasty, starchy,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's kind of like putting baking soda in your mouth.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, this has that. But flavor-wise,
yeah,
I like this a lot more than the one in the last
Agreed.
episode.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. I think what was on the nose is in the flavor. It's, a bit more subdued because that's how it is. Plus, that kind of corn starchy, yeasty bitterness is kind of downplaying the flavors. But yeah, it's not bad. I'm okay with it.
I don't love it. I don't hate it. I think we'll definitely drink it and
Yeah.
enjoy it.
I think of all the flavors on it, the orange comes more to the front, but then the mango kind of comes behind that. And then a pine. But, okay. And once again, I think they're using cryo hops. Because I took a larger slug of it, and it's got that kind of burn from that cryo hops give in the back of your throat.
Okay.
Okay, so not
Moving
bad.
on.
This one should be interesting.
Okay, so this is by Almanac Beer Company. It is called Paris of the West. It is a quad ale brewed with flame raisins, candied sugar, and oranges.
What's the ABV on that?
9.5.
Okay, so higher. And I forgot to say the together or alone was 8.5% alcohol.
And Almanac Beer Company is out of San Jose, California.
San Jose?
So it says.
Oh, wow. So they must have multiple locations because they're also out of San Diego. I know that. And so if people are interested in knowing more about Almanac or particularly like Almanac, we did a brewery showcase episode for Almanac some time ago.
Right? Double check me. It does say San Jose, right?
No, I mean, yeah,
Okay.
correct.
I didn't
They
make
must
that
have
up.
more than one location.
Okay.
Although, maybe I talked about that in the showcase episode.
Maybe you need to go back and
I know.
listen to that
It's
episode.
quite possible I did and I forgot, so I don't know. But this is in a bomber bottle, 22 ouncer. I'm very interested to try this because from Almanac, we pretty much only had sours from Almanac. I mean, we covered in the showcase episode that they make a lot more, but this will be my first like non-sour Almanac
And they're the
beer.
ones that do the farm to face.
Farm to People.
Farm to people. Who does farm to face?
Farm to Face is one beer done by Allagash.
Allagash.
And it's a really good peach sour.
Okay.
I love that beer. Okay, so here we go. The
get
Paris of the West.
A's confused.
Oh, you get your A's confused.
Allagash Almanac.
You know what happens. I'm not going to pour a crazy amount because it's a higher ABV. Plus, it's a quad. You know, and we're just not usually big on flavor-wise quad stuff. So,
Okay.
oh my gosh. It looks like a barley wine.
Yeah.
You know?
Barley wine, brown, red, brownish, reddish.
Yeah, it's like lightly brown on the head, and there are a lot of large bubbles hanging out on the top, which is interesting.
It's so raisiny.
Oh my gosh. It's real brown sugary, though, too.
Yeah.
That must be that candy.
The candy sugar.
Yeah, the candy sugar. Do you get the oranges?
Yep.
Yeah, I get the oranges as well. It's coming off more of like a candied orange peel type smell.
Yeah.
This actually smells pretty good.
It does. There's something else in there.
I like how the orange smell on there gives it like a nice zing. Because a lot of it's like those deeper, darker smells. Like that kind of like the raisin's always like a deep, dark, dehydrated, sweet smell. And then the candy sugar, that's kind of brown sugarish on there. Almost a little molassesy. So it's like the orange coming on and giving it that zest, that zing is kind of like a nice change of pace in the nose. And I'm hoping that it does that on the flavor as well. But it smells good.
There's definitely a zing.
Ooh, whoa. It's like kind of sour.
It is almost a little
It's
sour.
kind of sour. No, it's more than kind of sour. Is it supposed to be? I'm looking at it. I'm trying to see. Well, it just says it's fermented with a French ale yeast. Huh. I don't know. They do recommend having this with a funky Rochefort cheese. Roquefort cheese, which is like a blue cheese type deal. Do I even know what year this is? I don't think it has a date on it. Oh, wait, it does. Batch 173. Wait, what? No, that's not. I can't tell what the date is on this. Because it says 09101. That's not enough numbers.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It must be one of those where it's like their code.
Secret code.
Yeah, secret code.
I
mean, this is at least a few years old, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't really like it. They're not doing enough for me.
So the sourness in the end, it kind of tastes like the raisins are sour. You know what I mean?
Something.
It's almost, okay, so it's almost a little, because it actually tastes a little grapey.
Yes, it does.
It actually tastes a little bit like it's that beer that we were smelling mixed with like a Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah, I don't...
That's just kind of thrown in there because it's got like a dry, grapey tartness.
I think that's maybe what I'm getting in the nose that I can put my finger on is grape.
I get a lot of the orange now, too. Like, as I continue to sip it, the orange is kind of mixing in with that, like, sour tartness. It's a lot. Maybe it's just that there's a lot of orange to it.
Yeah, it's hard because I don't know. Like, is it supposed to taste like that?
Right, I know. Well, and that's the thing about pulling stuff out of the cellar. Like, it's hard to tell if you've not had it fresh before. So maybe that's just the situation with this. I will say that, given what it is, I'm okay with it. I think it's solid. But, and I don't know if it was like this when it was fresher, I would like more of the kind of malty base and especially like that candy sugar to kind of shine, because that like sourishness and the orange and the grapey wine notes are what, you know, kind of dominate so much.
Yeah, I don't think I need to have more of it.
It's not bad, but
it's not
I don't
bad.
know.
I just
don't know if
like,
I want to keep going. Don't know if I need to keep going there. Okay. All right, let's move on to the third beer. And this is just a 12-ounce can. Keeping it simple. This is by Platform Beer Company. I have no idea who these people are. Never heard of Platform Beer Company. They are out of Cleveland, Ohio, which is, wasn't that where Saucy Brewworks was out of? Also Cleveland. And this is their Gym Day IPA. And Gym Day looks like it's all one word. They say 98 calories, 3G carbs.
Grams.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god.
It's like, is this like Wi-Fi type? Okay, so they actually have the...
You're cute.
Ooh, 3.8% alcohol.
Wow.
Super low. Oh, that's probably why it's Gym Day IPA. Keep the calories low. You know, and just a few G's of carbs.
A few G's.
And they have the ingredients, which I like. The grains, 2-row, flaked oats, Vienna, and honey malt. The hops are Cashmere, Amarillo, and Yukonot Cryo. So they have cryo hops. And the yeast is just American ale yeast. Now, this one is not quite 3 months in the can.
Okay.
But it's not a hazy, so hopefully it's all good.
And it's 98 calories.
Yeah.
For the whole can.
For the whole can. What a bargain, right?
Yeah. For cheesy.
Because Gym Day.
Gym Day.
But nobody likes Leg Day.
Yeah.
And 3.8% alcohol, man. Like, I'd like to see more beers like that. That's great for me. Like, I like low alcohol. That's the appealing thing lately of, like, lagers, pilsners, you know, just lower. Kolsch's. It looks kind of hazy. Not like it would be considered a hazy IPA, but, you know, it doesn't look filtered.
Holy cow.
Smells, or looks yellowish, orangish. What is that smell?
It smells like soap.
It smells like bananas and flowers.
It's very floral, yeah. Honeysuckle.
Yes, I definitely... It smells like a smoothie I've gotten from Smoothie King before. You know what I mean?
Also it smells green.
It's weird.
Like like wheatgrass.
Yeah, it smells like a Gym Day protein smoothie, kind of.
It also smells like lemon or lime zest.
It's very soapy, though.
Yeah, it's very soapy.
Yeah, you said it was soapy, and yeah, it's very soapy. Now, maybe part of the reason for that is that floral note in there is like blending with some other smells and making it smell soapy. It's a weird smell.
The first thing when I put my nose in there, I thought, this smells like something I clean the bathroom with.
Yeah, it's not a great smell, but do you see that, like, there's a bit of a banana in there?
Like a green banana.
Yeah, exactly. Like, not ripe.
Yeah.
I don't know about this. Ooh, although when I keep...
And this is an IPA?
Yeah. When I keep sniffing, though, I do get a slight peach peeking through at the end, along with a mango. So the flavors that I'm looking for are in the nose there. They're just buried.
Doesn't taste bad. Doesn't taste like much, though.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like much at all.
It's pretty watery.
3.8%, man. Low cal.
That's...
I mean...
This is interesting.
No thanks.
Yeah.
If I'm going to drink a beer, I'm going to drink a beer. You know, like, give me... I'm going to go back to it. The last episode, give me that Saucy Brewworks ASAP, or IPA ASAP. That was a great go-to IPA. This, I understand what they're trying to do, keeping it low-cal and easy drinking. I like the 3.8%, but there's, like, no flavor almost.
Yeah, well,
you know?
that's what you get with only 3 G's of carbs.
It tastes soapy, too. Let's
I don't think it tastes soapy.
Oh, I do. On the end, on that last sip I had, it tastes kind of soapy. And there's like a weird floral note that's almost potpourri-ish. It's not good. And one of the other problems is that it's pretty bitter.
I was just going to say, it's so bitter, and there's not enough flavor or body to balance it out.
Ding, ding. That's exactly what I was going to say. The bitterness just destroys every time you sip on it because, yeah, the body's not there. It's super crazy thin. And there's not enough flavor to stand up to it. So it's just like... Not a... Nope. Not... Nope. Mm-mm.
Nope.
Nope. Not a good beer, to be honest. Don't like it. Epic fail. And I'm just going to go ahead and say... We had 5 beers to choose from for this episode. I'm just going to go grab the 5th one.
Oh, okay.
And do it on this because I know probably the Almanac one we're not going to keep. The platform one we're definitely not keeping.
Okay. Are we doing this one next? Or are you gonna... Okay.
Do that one.
So the next one we're going to do is by Helltown.
I'll be right back. Rebecca's going to describe it. I noticed there's a cork in this.
In this one?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Okay. So this is by Helltown. It is a sour ale aged in oak casks with cherries. It is... Helltown Brewing is out of Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania. And... the ABV is not on here.
Okay. I mean, it must be on the low side, is my guess. All right. And I brought the other beer that we're going to end up doing. Just set it over here for now. Okay, hopefully this isn't too much of a struggle when I have to take out the cork. I hate when they do this. Like, honestly, at this point, like, just wax the top of it, you know? Like, that's easier to deal with than a cork sometimes.
I hate dealing with cork.
I know. I had to get a legit corkscrew.
I'm just always so terrible at it. I used to be good, and then I'm not sure what happened, and now every single time I break the cork.
Ooh.
Okay, that wasn't so bad.
No, it wasn't too bad. It's one of the easier times I've actually had with something like that. Oh my gosh,
it's so light.
With the cherries, you would think you were going to see red, right?
Yeah. There's a
slight tinge. Yeah. Here you go.
A slight pinkish.
It's slight, yeah.
But it's mostly yellow. It's very clear.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is like a little like red hue kind of coming through. But, yeah, it's yellowish, orangish. Yeah, super clear. My gosh, it's crazy clear. It looks pretty how clear it is, to be honest.
It does look really pretty. It smells really light and flavorful.
Ooh.
Like, you're definitely getting the cherry. You're getting the sour, the tartness.
I get a good amount of that oak coming through, too. That oak smell is very beautiful in there.
But they're all lighter flavors. Like, they don't...
It's a little funky, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And you obviously get that kind of like lemony sourness just kind of throughout each sniff. But you get all those other notes coming through as well. It smells really nice, crisp, refreshing. Probably got some zing to it when you drink it.
Yeah. Not too much, though. You get enough.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
You get enough, I think, to satisfy the sour lovers out there, but not too much that I may still able to enjoy it. And sours are not really my thing normally.
Well, I feel like the sourness hits you kind of hard initially, and then it like starts backing off pretty quickly, which is nice because it almost finishes the whole soft.
Yeah,
which is good.
I like it.
that oak is imparting like some nice kind of vanilla-y finish on the end, I think.
And this is brewed in 2011, bottled in 2014.
So this has been sitting in the bottle for 6 years about.
It's crazy.
Well, it's tasting nice, Helltown. If you end up hearing this for some reason, this is tasting, your creek is tasting nice. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's refreshing. It's flavorful. It's sour, but not too sour. It's got a lot going on. I like the honey notes peeking through in that. Ooh.
A little phlegm building.
Yeah. Oh, I like the way it finishes.
Yeah, it's good.
Like with that kind of a little bit of a vanilla-ness from the oak, and it's soft on the finish, yet flavorful still. And that's a nice beer. Mm-hmm. Man, I dig that. I mean, I was expecting that I would potentially enjoy it, but not sure I was prepared for it to be that good. But it's nice. Good job, Helltown.
Okay, so that brings us to our last one.
Our last one, which was a quick edition.
An audible, if you will.
Yes, we did an audible. So this one is a limited one. This is by St. Boniface Craft Beer, and they are out of Ephrata, Pennsylvania.
Ephrata?
Ephrata. Ephrata. Okay, thank you. You're the Pennsylvania guru.
Ooh, I was like, what?
I'm sorry, I don't know. You're like, a place I don't know in Pennsylvania?
No, I just was like, Ephrata. That sounds so exotic. That does not sound like Pennsylvania. Ephrata.
So this is their anniversary reserve called Hegemony. It is from 2017, so this is like 3 years in the bottle. They just say a stout. And it's 8% alcohol, and this is bottle number 1,109 out of 1,200.
Okay, cool.
It is waxed, so I gotta see if I can wrench this off. There we go. Actually did all right with that one.
Yeah.
The wax is brittle at this point. Ooh, there's a little something in the cap.
Uh-oh.
On the top, so I don't know if that's showing some sort of like oxidation or something. So we'll have to see how it's doing, how it aged. I mean, it shouldn't be oxidized because
there's wax.
Yeah, there's wax on there. That's what it's about. That's what it's for. So I'm this looks. It looks imperial.
Yeah,
but it's only 8%. So I'm interested to see what the viscosity is like with it being only 8%. If it's has a nice mouthfeel to it and it's pretty serious mouthfeel and it like has a mouthfeel like an imperial stout, yet it's lower ABV, I would be very happy with that because usually with those better bodies for stouts, it's always imperials. It's like much higher ABVs. But yeah, it looks like a stout. It's got a decently brown head when you swirl it up.
It smells so much like chocolate malt.
Yes. Lots of that. So much of that. There's a little beef jerky note in there. Yeah. It's a little like soy sauce. Yeah. A little smoke to it. A little ashiness.
Mm-hmm. Not a lot, but it's there.
There's a good amount of dark chocolate there, too.
Not offensive. It's a very pleasing nose, I think.
I would... I got something I don't like.
Black olive. Are you saying olive?
Green olive that just showed up in it. Yeah. But when you keep swirling it and you keep sniffing, that kind of like the jerky note increases.
It
like
does,
the ashy smokiness, the soy sauce aspect, and then that green olive starts coming out. Which I'm just not a fan. I just hope I don't really taste it in it. We'll find out though. Yeah.
It's good.
No, it's not, it's not really there.
Kind of has almost a creamy mouthfeel.
It is creamy. No, it's definitely creamy in the mouthfeel. So it's not like a super serious mouthfeel to it, but for 8%...
I like it.
I mean, it's appropriate. It is a little, like, milkshake-y with the creaminess to it, which I like. A lot of that dark chocolate.
Yeah. It's like a chocolate malt milkshake.
Yeah, it kind of is. It tastes pretty good.
Not as much ash in the in the taste.
But it is there.
It's there, but not as much as you got in the nose.
Yeah, a little ash, a little smoke, a little bit of that kind of soy sauce to it. But yeah, it's not nearly as much as it was on the nose, which is a good thing, a very good thing. That dark chocolate, definitely there. It's also a little bit sweeter, maybe. So it's maybe like a little bit of milk chocolate thrown in there to dilute
I like it.
The chalkiness. A little drying on the finish. Yeah, this is... Yeah,
I really like it.
With this one.
I really like it.
That's solid. Okay, so now that brings us to the conclusion of all the beers we're going to taste. No more audibles. Let's rank these suckers. Sorry if people hear a helicopter going over. It's been like that since we've been, locked in. We're in Maryland, and we've taken things very seriously here.
Which is good.
Thankfully, yes. So, okay. Do you know your ranking or you want me to go?
I think I know my ranking.
Go ahead.
Okay, so last, number 5, is going to be that Platform.
Platform Beer Company's Gym Day IPA with 3G carbs, 98 calories.
Okay, and then my number 4 beer is going to be the Almanac.
The Paris of the West, which is the quadruple ale brewed with flame raisins, candy sugar, and oranges.
Yep. Then my number 3 beer is going to be the Foam, Together or Not.
Foam Brewers Together or Alone.
Oh, or Alone. Sorry.
Double IPA.
And then my number 2 is going to be Helltown's The Creek.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's just the sour ale aged in oak casks with cherries.
And then my number 1 is going to be the Stout.
Yeah, the St. Boniface Anniversary Reserve Hegemony, which is just a 8% stout. I need to have one more sip of the Together or Alone real fast. I feel like the flavors come up a little bit. Still got a great nose to it, though. Really good nose. Okay, so my number 5, no surprise. This Platform Beer Company Gym Day, that's not good. I understand where they're going with it. Not good. Just no thank you.
I mean, someone out there is going to drink it and like it just because they're so concerned about calories and carbs.
Yeah, sure.
It's just not us.
I get it. My number 4 is going to be the Paris of the West, the Almanac. I think if there was... And once again, this is pretty aged in the bottle, so I don't know what it was like fresher. I assume it was more of those darker flavors, but the orange is just so out of kilter and like the sourness and tartness to it. So if there was more like bitterness to it and more of like the candy sugar and maltiness, then it would be a lot better. So that's my number 4. My number 3 is also going to be the Together or Alone. Not bad. It's decent. It's definitely better than the one we had by then, the last episode. My number 2 is going to be the St. Boniface Hegemony Stout. That's tasty. I like it. I'm going to keep going. And my number 1 is that Helltown Creek. That's a really nice sour beer. And like I was saying, like it's got a good sourness. Like Rebecca said, it's good for people who like sours and people who aren't necessarily big into them. And the way it finishes is very nice. And it's very soft. And it's a finesse beer, and I like it. So that's my number 1.
So ours pretty similar.
Yeah, pretty similar. Almost the same, right?
Except 1
Just
and 2.
1 and 2, yeah. So anyway, awesome time. Like I said, I don't know the next time we're going to be able to do one of these.
Oh.
But if someone out there wants to figure out how to hook it up, you can contact us, brutalbattlepodcast@gmail.com, and we'll figure things out. But hopefully everyone's staying safe, staying healthy, not going crazy, and hopefully you have beer that you can dive into from time to time.
It's a necessity.
Or access to it. You can safely get it. So, but thanks everyone for checking this out. Until next time.
Keep it brutal.